Hey, you guys, I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Oh, good. Oh, Tabby Ba, I'm so sorry. Um, Lisa will, Lisa will likely be getting back to you this week. Sorry about the delay, Tabby Ba. Oh, I wish you would come here, James. It's kind of a lonely place, right? Like, there's not a lot of survivors here that I know of. Please do. Come on over. I'm feeling like poop, so we're on a field trip. No Q&A. I've been feeling a lot lately, like sometimes I've been feeling some resistance about like being on camera and doing lots of Q&A, and it could just be because we're on this whole um like I'm getting ready to launch the daily videos on the YouTube channel, and they're all replays of the yeah, so true, James. But so like we're getting ready to launch the daily videos, and they're all replays of like the Q&As that we've been doing for like almost 5 years now. And they're like, one question per video. And I don't know. I guess I just feel like maybe it's like Q&A overload or something. I love answering everybody's questions, but I've just been like feeling some resistance. And yeah, I've been feeling some resistance. So I don't know. I agree, James. Hi, Declan. Yeah. Yeah, breaks are self-care. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Pants. That's a good idea. Hi, Malta. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Vi. Hi, John Harvey. Yeah, like I've never experienced the whole loneliness thing because I've just been like so filled up by the work I'm doing, and I just love it so much. But it's just the strangest thing, right? Like I'm having all these new memories come up. So yeah, the healing journey is not for the faint of heart. It can be very it's just very trying, you know. Thank you so much, Nexus. Welcome, Cheryl. Thank you, Malta. Yeah. Hi, Margarita Andreeva. I think, unless it's Margarita Andreeva. Yeah, it does come in waves. Like, I'm recently just having a lot of new memories and stuff, so Um, it's feeling a little bit lonely in because I don't even know how to like reach out, you know. Hi Tracy. Hi Shannon. Hi Skylight at Dusk. It's so good to have you here, Margarita. So glad that you're here, Cheryl. Really glad you're here. Thank you, Vi. Sharon, thank you. My kids are in New York right now. My son and my daughter-in-law, they have their dog who was invited back to Westminster. And that's like going on right now or this past weekend. I would absolutely love to come to New York. I don't know if you're upstate or in New York City. Yes, them and their doggo. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Desi Pink. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sharon. Oh my gosh, it sounds wonderful. There's a little birdie. You see this little birdie? Ooh, I would love to build snowmen. Oh, thank you. Poppy, you're so hilarious. Of course I don't look at it like that. So the weather here is so drastically different today. So like you guys, hello. Yesterday. So you want to know why I'm sick in all of my geniusness? You want to know why I'm sick today? Because yesterday it was 60-mile-an-hour winds, sideways rain, and it was like 60 degrees outside, maybe down in the 50s. And I decided that it was like a perfect day to go do my grocery shopping. So I have a video of me. I sent it to my husband. I'm like, yeah, this was not smart. Not smart. I will have a video of him, like, of me trying to make it from the overhang of the Costco to my car. And it's blowing sideways rains. It's just crazy. So there I stood for 15 minutes. I'm not sure if we have a troll, but maybe someone could double check that. If so, time out all the way. I think I just saw somebody. They might have gotten through. You're the bomb, Hunter. Hi, Guayanas. Yeah. Trolls be among us for sure. Hunter's the man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do love the rain. I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll go to Starbucks. Hi, Nora. ¿Cómo está? I wish I was in San Antonio. I wonder what it's like there right now. Uh-oh, we're going to get flooded, you all. probably is not a good situation. I guess we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna hope that we don't get flooded. How's that? Um, yeah, high tide. I hope it goes back out by the time we're done talking. Yeah, so in all of my genius, I decided that I was gonna go grocery shopping and stand out for like 15, 20 minutes trying to load everything into ice chests so that nothing would spoil. And by the time I was done putting all of my groceries in the ice chest, because it's an hour to an hour and a half drive on the way back, so you don't want everything to spoil, right? So by the time I got done putting all my stuff in the ice chests, it looked like I went and jumped in the ocean. James, I'm in Hawaii. I'm on the island of Maui. I'm specifically sitting in Kahana right now. It's just this little like beach that nobody really goes to. It's just like a little local fishing, like a fishing beach. Usually there's all these fishermen like lining all up there. And then the fishermen are usually all over there as well. Yeah. So it does take an hour to an hour and a half to get home from Costco, Jeffrey. So, so by the time I was done, like, loading my stuff into the car, it was like I took a bath, like, in my clothes. I was drenched. And so I was like, hi, Star Child. So I had the heater on. And, but then I got home and I was like, oh, I wonder why I don't feel so great. And my husband just looked at me like, I wonder. It was blowing 60-mile-an-hour winds. Like, of course you don't feel good. I agree, Desi Pink. I can buy ice cream at Costco, but not the kind that you can take home. Only the kind that you like walk up to that little thing and you like order the swirly. I can walk up and I can order the swirly. But I can't like buy the ice cream and then like bring it home. I have to go to like a local market if I'm gonna like, yeah. Oh, I wish you could lend me your doggy too. I do need a really good cooler. I have ice chests, but they're really old. They're from like the 90s. Yes, ice cream sounds so good. I was talking on our daily calls. I believe that Cherry Garcia is the best Ben & Jerry's flavor. But I know there are some people that would they'd put up their dukes right now. They would throw down with me to be like, no way, it's Chunky Monkey. No way, it's, they would, oh, see, we got some rum raisin in the house that's Haagen-Dazs right there. Haagen-Dazs. I do. Yes, you are seen, Declan. I see you, Declan. I was talking to you early, Declan. I hope that you heard me. I was saying hi to you. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Aurora. It's so good to see you. Shannon says that her Costco stopped serving the swirly. Wow, I wonder what's up with that. Ooh, Americone Dream. I wonder, I've never seen that. We all see you, Declan. Hi, Kelly Jelly. So good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody sees you, Declan. We love you. James says that there's a Walmart and they have a brand called Ozark Trail. The coolers. Ooh, we have a Walmart. It's over right by the Costco. It's like an hour and a half away. Thank you, Kelly Jelly. I'm doing good. I just don't feel very well today. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to like take a shower, wash my hair, put on my makeup. Like, like, I'm still recovering from yesterday, so. Ooh. There's 25-cent cones. Where are those? They don't have those here where I live. Ooh. Sharon Wilson's favorite flavor is Bluebell's blueberry cheesecake. Yum. Oh my gosh. Hi, Carrie. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. Thank you, Kelly Jelly. Hi, Kira. Oh, I didn't see Hunter's question about books. I'm not really doing Q&A because I don't feel good, but Hunter, I missed your question. If it's an easy question, I'll answer it. Whoops. Oh no, I think I almost, whoops. Oh, thank you, Kelly Jelly. Thank you. I really appreciate all the likes because you know we got the thumbs downers. Like, they love to come over and troll up in here. Ooh, that's Super One. Where is Super One? Who feels guilty? Oh, I think Cheryl said she feels guilty. It's natural to feel guilty in the beginning of your healing journey for sure. Hi, Aurora. Aurora is a peer support specialist. Oh, she's at peer support specialist training and loving the opportunity to give back to the mental wellness warriors in my community. Oh, that's so wonderful, Aurora. Aurora, send me an email. info@cptsdfoundation.org. We're always looking for mental health advocates, clinicians, practitioners to just spread the love, just share the love and support others. Hi, Joey. Thank you so much. $7 a cone. Like, seriously, that sounds like where I live. Oh, thank you, Nora. Thank you. Kelly, you're so funny. I used to hate the haters. Now I think I just have to love the haters because otherwise I get exhausted. Oh, you're not making me do extra work, Hunter. It's okay. If it's an easy question, I'll totally answer it. Anyone can answer it. I agree. Pants was saying someone else can answer too. That's like, I'm not the end all be all of anything for reals, you guys. Like, you guys have the most amazing input. Yeah. Hi, Andrew. Oh, Jeffrey says that he has Super Ones in Louisiana. Yes. Thank you, John Harvey, so much. I appreciate that so much. Tabby Ba, I see a peer specialist too. Ooh, Guayana says at Kroger they have Turkey Hill peanut butter chocolate. That sounds good. Uh-oh, we're gonna get flooded here. Oh, it's moving too fast. I'm trying to. Okay. A book about abandonment, anger, and sadness. Yeah. You know, Hunter, could you go to this website, or someone put this website in the chat box? Go to pete-walker.com and search for abandonment melange and put a link to that article. Thank you so much, Kelly Jelly. That's so awesome. You guys check out Kelly Jelly's channel. I haven't checked it out yet, so I don't know, but I mean, if you're all about helping others, then hello, that's what it's about. That's where it's at. That's what all the cool kids should be doing. They should be helping others. Hey, Margarita is turning 35 in 5 days. Happy birthday, Margarita. The next time I see you here on YouTube, you will be 35. I understand being thrilled and terrified all at once. It makes sense. Yes, it totally makes sense. Carrie says, I get depressed when there's a change in my life, but I'm fine today. I hope you get better real soon. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was confused by the haters. I still get confused by the haters. But, like, I honestly feel bad. Like, I have empathy for them. They're probably doing, they're probably just struggling. Hunter about the haters. He's like, please get a hobby. So good to see you, Andrew. John Harvey. Haters hate us because they ain't us. You're so funny. Oh, Joey started processing her trauma today, their therapist, and she's not feeling good tonight. I'm so sorry, Joey. I hope you feel better soon. Farrell, you're so funny. I think it was bluebells, but I might have said it wrong. Bluebells, like ding 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 ding, like bells. Bluebells, blueberry cheesecake. I might have said balls on accident. Thank you so much, Kelly Jelly. Ooh, mochi ice cream. We have mochi ice cream here. Yeah. I do need something for that cough. That sounds good. It does feel great to help others. I'm so glad you all are enjoying this. I'm so glad you all are loving this type of video. Like, seriously, I get nervous about stuff like this. I'm like, I'm going to switch it up and they're all going to hate it. They're all going to leave. Oh my gosh. I have these like panicky moments, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Guayana says, my wife really loves Turkey Hill ice cream. Yum. Pants turns 36 next month. Happy birthday, Pants. Happy birthday, Pants. Tabby Boss says, peer support has been great. We work on things that I don't seem to get to during therapy. That hour goes fast. The hour does go fast, seriously. Ooh, Nora says there's going to be a retreat in April in San Antonio. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love Svava. She's amazing. She and I are collaborating on some pretty big things. I'm really excited about that. In fact, I owe her, I think, no, she owes me a text. I just texted her last week. So it's in April. I have travel in March and I have travel in May. I don't even know if I can, oops, uh-oh. Oh, I thought I lost everybody. I don't know if I can make April. Gosh, I would love to though. Oh my gosh. Poppy says confession session. I totally have a nervousness / anticipating the just in case, like I'm about to watch you get swept up in a tsunami. Not that I'm prone to catastrophizing or anything. Cough, cough. You're so funny. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be okay. I promise I'm going to be. I've survived way worse. Remember, we've all survived way worse. Guayana says, actually, I have a question about avoidance. It's a big issue in my life, and I'm trying to find articles or books about it. Any recommendations, please? So, let's see. Avoidance. So, there's different ways we can look at avoidance, you guys. I'm going away from the chat box. I'm not in the chat box right now, if anybody's wondering. So in case anybody comes along, please be very welcoming and kind to them, just in case. So avoidance, if we're talking about, like, there's different ways of looking at avoidance. Like, if we're numbing, stuffing, and avoiding because we can't deal with what's going on and it's like way too painful to deal, then that's going to prohibit our healing journey. If we're looking at avoidance as a coping strategy, like an adaptive coping strategy, where we're actually distracting so that we're not re-traumatized or incurring secondary trauma or compound trauma or vicarious trauma, then that can actually help us in our healing journey. If we're talking like avoidance, like avoidant personality, like I would look that up. Go to Dr. Todd Grande's channel and look up. There's a lot on avoidance on his channel. Shout out Dr. G. He's really, he has a video library of scientifically informed mental health topics where it's all based on like evidence-based modalities and different like medical journal articles and things from his private practice, and just he's been in the business for like 30 years and he does a lot of supervision and so forth. So there's no opinions though. There's not really a lot of opinion sharing or lived experience. It's more of like everything is scientifically informed. So avoidance, like as a personality trait, like if we're not talking about like avoidant personality disorder, then you can go to Google Scholar and look up avoidance, trauma, and then look at all the different ways in which avoidance plays in to trauma and the connection between complex trauma and avoidance. And then as far as coping strategies go, like one of the best ways, I hope the person that asked this question is like, I think it was Guayana's, like, I hope you're still here. So dialectical behavior therapy, there are a lot of different skills that you can learn that will help you in mindfulness practice, which will keep you from dissociating. Because a lot of times your brain will be so used to dissociating as a result of complex trauma that you're not really avoiding. You're actually dissociating. So what we think is avoidance is actually dissociation. And I'm not saying you have dissociative identity disorder. I'm not diagnosing. I'm simply having a informed conversation. Don't shame yourself in any way because you struggle with some form of avoidance or dissociation, whichever it may be. If we're distracting as a coping strategy, that's actually a healthy thing. The only time, in my opinion, avoidance is unhealthy is if we're numbing, stuffing, or avoiding in an effort to not deal with things that happened a long time ago by saying things to ourselves such as, that happened a long time ago. I don't want to deal with that. What's in the past is in the past. I just need to push forward and ignore and delete and forget what lies behind, and all of these other types of minimizing statements. That's not healthy. That will cause you a lot of grief, and it will prolong your trauma recovery journey, and it will cause you to be re-traumatized when you do end up feeling your feels. So it's kind of a complicated topic, actually. So I don't want to give too much, like, I'm not here to give mental health advice. I just want to encourage you to seek out trauma-informed support in any way you possibly can. And if you're struggling with any type of avoidance, just know that you're not alone and that it's common. But also, dissociation can behave like avoidance. You might think, oh, I have the choice. I have the choice, and I'm choosing to avoid, and that's not healthy. And like, it's not even, something that's really going on. Like, you might be automatically dissociating and not even realize you're dissociating until you're already dissociated. I hope that makes sense. Let me switch. We're gonna switch sides. There we go. I don't want you guys to get dizzy. Sorry. But yeah, so avoidance can be a really sticky topic because it's not always avoidance. It could be dissociation, and that's not ever something that we choose. Yeah, we can choose to dissociate while binge watching Netflix or our favorite YouTubers, but chances are we're choosing to dissociate for a reason, and that's because we've been through a lot and we're struggling to cope with pain. Hi, Deborah. I'm so happy to see you. Hi, up here, Snark. So Shannon says, the other day I thought I was avoiding. So I pressed my, oops, hold on. I pressed myself and I did it. Then I learned that it would have been self-care not to do that thing. Live and learn. Oh, good for you, Shannon. The Courage to Heal is a mixed bag. Like, I have mixed reviews on that. Thank you, Deborah. Up yours, Snark. Bye. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on The Courage to Heal. Like, some say that it can be a little bit minimizing. But I have not read that one. The one I have read is Healing the Wounded Heart. Well, first of all, there's The Wounded Heart. And then there's Healing the Wounded Heart. Ooh, Vi was talking about Waking the Tiger. Peter Levine. Woo woo. Yes. Malta says, I was diagnosed with a learning disability too. Do you recall which Q&A session this was discussed, as I would like to learn more about it? Ooh, Malta, I think they might be referring to, yes. Waking the Tiger, Peter Levine, for sure. Yes, yes, yes. Um, trying to trying to think which one that was, Malta. Um, I agree with your therapist, Habiba. Ooh, James, let me know how it is. I believe it's Peter Levine, or is it Dan Siegel? No, I think it's Peter Levine. So, Malta, what? Ooh, Nexus has read Waking the Tiger. It's Peter Levine, right? It's not Dan Siegel. Can't think of it. I'm like brain dead right now. My brain hurts. So Malta, what I was talking about is how what helped me a lot during like one of the hardest parts of my healing journey is realizing that I now have special needs. You know, I may not have a placard and have like different parking. But like I have different special needs. Like certain environments are very triggering for me, and certain things that I wish I could do, I can't really do because of my PTSD. So that was the context that I was like going for. Yeah, it was really hard for me to admit that I have a disability and I have special needs. It was hard, but then I don't know, for some reason it was almost like I was able to frame it and go, oh, okay, I do have special needs. And just as I wouldn't make fun of somebody that has special needs or struggles, like I don't know, like it's wrong of me to shame myself. It's not like people that are born with disabilities or lose a limb or are like in a car accident and they're paralyzed, or someone's quadriplegic or paraplegic. It's not like we would never ever shame them or make fun of them or say anything that would cause them to feel bad about themselves, right? But yet we're so hard on ourselves because we can't handle the things we used to handle. We can't do the same things we used to do. Can't be around the same people that we used to be around because they cause us to feel unwell. You guys, creating mental happiness, they are different kinds of disabilities. Exactly. Creating mental happiness and creating mental wellness. You are so understood, Jeffrey. Like, I'm right there with you. Seriously. Like, if there was a placard for that, I would like hand them out like candy. I would just like pass them out. I would get like a deck of them, you know, like a deck of cards, and I would do like the 52 card pickup and I would just give them all out. So, you guys, I mean, I do have special needs now. Like, I have the inability to go certain places, do certain things, and be around certain people because they cause me to feel very, very unwell. Up Yours Narc says, we are custom making our life because for so long our choices were taken. Making things work for us is necessary. It's our right as humans. Absolutely. Yes, up your snark for sure. Absolutely. Yes. Vi says, oh, Vi has the book list that I recommended. Here we go. Love is a Choice by Manurthan Meyer. Rescuing the Inner Child. I don't remember the author. Body Keeps the Score, Bessel van der Kolk. The Body Remembers. I can't remember the author. Sexual Healing Journey. Too Scared to Cry. Trigger Points. Waking the Tiger. It's very true, Aurora. Declan says trauma causes wounds to the energy body and consciousness. This causes developmental and functional damage. These wounds are real, like physical wounds. Hunter says Penny Park's Inner Child book. Author. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's go over here. Oh, how's that? My goodness. Poppy says if you have the power to be kind and make someone feel seen, including yourself, do it. The world needs more of that. So true. 9 Keys to Safe Trauma Recovery. Great, amazing book, you guys. I thought it was 8 keys. I think it's 8 keys to safe trauma recovery. Getting Through What You Can't Get Over. That's by Anita Agers Brooks. Number 11, It Didn't Start With You. Then there's like Childhood Disrupted. Boundaries. Safe People. Oh, Deborah, I'm so sorry you're feeling very invisible. We see you. It can be very hard with 30 people, but we definitely see you and we love you. We're glad that you're here, Deborah. A book for men is Iron Man, Family, Joining Forces. Yes, 8 Keys to Safe Trauma Recovery, Babette Rothschild. Yeah, Love is a Choice, Manurthan Meyer. Gosh, I read that 10 years ago, you guys. Oh my gosh. One of the first books I read. Oh, I highly recommend. I agree, John Harvey. The world does need more kind people. Oh my gosh. Hunter says, sometimes I wish my family was all part of a hive mind, for so many would all get it. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Hunter. It can be very lonely. Very, very, very lonely. Oh, Margarita, you're so welcome. I'm so happy. I normally don't. I always feel like really guilty and bad, and I just can't. Like, I just need to be able to share and like not feel bad, you know? I'm sending safe hugs to anyone who needs them. Our healing journey feels like it takes so long and it can feel so lonely. I just want you to know that you're not alone. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I know sometimes when I'm pointing the camera the other way, you guys don't like it, but I need this for my own mental sanity sometimes. Declan says, I remember Iron Man by poet Robert Bly. Quite a cool book. Falls into the trap of treating psychology as symbolic. Nora says, the scenery brings peace. Just hearing the ocean waves is so calming. Thanks, Athena, for bringing this to us. Oh, you're so welcome. Cheryl says, I got pregnant by incest when I was 16. My daughter is now 19. My brother is her father, and I hate myself. Cheryl, you're not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. And I don't say that in a minimizing way, like you shouldn't feel the way you feel. But I just want you to know that you don't have to do this alone. We will be here with you, and we will have your back. More books. Born for Love, Childhood Disrupted, Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving, Journey Through Trauma, Don't Try This Alone by Kathy Browse. Love her. James says, there are far many than you know that have been through similar things, and you are not alone. Absolutely. Yeah, Poppy, you're right. I'm walking the talk. Yeah, I have a hard time reading. I sometimes download the audio version because, like, I seriously cannot read them all, you know? Like, sometimes I just have to listen to a book. Vi says, I'm reading the Grief Recovery Handbook, Don't Try This Alone, and the Body Keeps the Score, and I'm going very slowly. Yes, go very slowly. Take really good care of yourself, seriously. Shannon says, I used to read constantly, but I haven't been able to concentrate or something since going no contact. That's so interesting that you should say that, you guys. So interesting you should say that, Shannon. Oh my gosh. That's so interesting you should say that. I'm sitting here going, like, I'm like, light bulb. I have had trouble concentrating as well since I went no contact. And I've had a lot of difficulty in a lot of different areas of my life since I went no contact. And I just want you to know, Shannon, that think of it as a substance. If we were pumping our bodies, pumping our veins filled with like a substance, right? We were pumping ourselves full of a substance, and then we cut that substance off, and we couldn't do simple, normal tasks like concentrate, then one would have to deduce, utilizing deductive reasoning, that substance likely was not healthy if cutting off that substance is something which is causing me to not be able to do something healthy like concentrate. So I think for me, one of the biggest light bulb moments was, wow, I'm struggling to actually function. I'm struggling to actually do work. I'm struggling to be, you know, fully present in my relationships now that I've gone no contact. What was that drug, you know, being pumped into my veins by these people? What was I addicted to? Oh, I know what I was addicted to. I was addicted to their approval and their control. That is why you will hear me say over and over and over and over again, your sanity is more important than their approval and control. Your wellness, your happiness, your life, your livelihood, your health is more important than their approval and control. So while I may struggle to concentrate now, and I may be finding my new normal, I know that I cut off that hose that was pumping my environment full of toxic ooze. And I'm not sorry. I refuse to be sorry for doing what was right. Me neither, Shannon. Up Yours Narc says they're addicted to us as well, unfortunately. At least they're addicted to the supply we gave them unwillingly. Exactly. Ooh, I missed Tabby Baw's point. Let me go back. Hi, Limitless Warriors. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here with us. Ooh, Vi, it's so funny you should mention that. I do have audio versions. Ooh, Tabby Boss says the best advice I ever got was to go slow in healing, to let things flow. Absolutely. Hunter says, I also don't like it when people are like, well, you have the truth now, so those hurtful words are gonna, those hurtful words are gone. Yeah, no, they're not. Exactly. No, it's not like that. It's not as simple as that. It's not that simple, Hunter. You're right. It doesn't just go away. Declan says, some people are not self-sustaining energetically because they are empty or rotten inside. Thus, they feed off of others. Narcissistic supply. Yes. Very, very true. Oh, you guys, I'm recording them. They're not like done. I'm recording them. I have to have somebody help me do the editing because it takes too long to read it all and then edit it all, because it already takes forever to read it, and I'm glad to do it because I think it's important, especially for those who are visually impaired. I don't have Braille version, and so I want them to be able to receive everything that they need, but I have to have somebody help me with the editing. Thank you, Limitless Warriors. Yeah, I'm sick I'm not feeling well. I'm a little under the weather, and so I was, I'm trying to as a radical act of self-care, Thank you, Sharon. I think you're awesome. Yeah, I agree with Nexus. I'm sitting with you, Hunter. Words are so hurtful. Ah, John Harvey. Rafiki. John Harvey says, I want to do the Lion King. If people say abuse happened in the past, get over it. And then hit them in the head and tell them, oh, get over it. It is in the past. So great. Bobby says toxic people consume a lot of our time and focus. I think when we go no contact, everything we were neglecting in our life as priorities shifts. We go from others focused to self focused. Hashtag OMG. Correct. Exactly. It's like we actually wake up to what it is that we're actually going through. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much, Up Yours Narc. Good night to you too. I hope you feel really excellent. Oh, Declan, you're so sweet. They're on Amazon. I published an anthology with a whole bunch of other people on just true survivor stories, and then um, I wrote a strategy guide on just different things that I've implemented in my healing journey, and then I wrote a daily devotional for it's called Dear Beautiful. So the first one is called Discovering True, and it is the true, like, survivors' true stories, like their version of true, what happened to them and their healing. And then the second one is called Yes You Can Overcome, no matter where you're from. And then the last one is called Dear Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Miss Vi. You guys, we're 1 minute over. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful or beautiful. Maybe I will have my people delete all of my talking off of this and like just do some soothing music over the ocean waves. Thank you so much, Margarita. Oh, I love Bill and Ted. Be excellent to each other. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you, Poppy. Hi, Pixie Painter. Oh, thank you so much. Safe hugs, everybody. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Malta. You're incredible. Thank you for being my family, my friendly family of choice. Thank you, Pants. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Kira. You guys are so awesome. Thank you, Nexus. Good night, everybody. Be extra kind to yourselves.